Hello everyone, welcome to Skillsville Training YouTube channel. Myself Mohammad Zubair and this channel is all about showing you how to become a highly paid IT pro really fast. So the topic of today's video is 15 Google Calendar tips and tricks to boost your productivity. So without any further ado, let's get started. Well, as we know that we can create different events into our Google Calendar either by single clicking on any of the date or by double clicking on it. But for that purpose, obviously, we have to open our Google Calendar in our browser and then we'll be able to access our month or date. But there is one shortcut that you can directly use to create an event. For that, just open a new tab and write here cal.new. It will take you to a page where you can create an event directly and it will be created onto your current date. As you can see, it has opened an event directly. So just create your event without opening your Google Calendar and they will be added on their own into your Google Calendar. Number 2, enable shortcut. Well, as we know that we have different shortcuts in different applications, same goes for Google Calendars. For example, if you want to open the settings of your Google Calendar, you have to click on this gear icon and then click on settings. But we also have a shortcut for that, and that is just press S and it will open the settings of your Google Calendar just like this one. But for that purpose, to use those shortcuts, you have to enable those shortcuts. Here it is, just click on this one and from here make sure to enable your keyboard shortcut and only then you will be able to use these shortcuts. Number 3, change calendar view. Well, as you can see, I have a monthly view of my Google Calendar. But what if I want to have a different view? For that purpose, you can go to this view section and you can have different views. But we have a shortcut here for that as well. Let's say you want to have 4-day view. Just press X and it will be shifted into 4 days. Let's press W and you will have a weekly view. And let's say you want to see your calendar on year base. So just press Y and it will be shifted into a complete year as you can see in here. So this is how you can have your different views into your Google Calendar with your shortcuts. Number 4, label for time zone. Well, as we know that we have different time zones available in our Google Calendar and we can add different labels for that as well. Let's say I want to have one more time zone on my Google Calendar. For that purpose, I'll just select my time zone first. Let's say I want to go with Tahiti time and after that I want to give it a label as well. I'll just name it as client, enter, and we have successfully added a label onto our secondary time zone. But in case if you want to see this time zone onto your Google Calendar, make sure to select this option that says display secondary time zone. And we are done with this one. Number 5, add custom colors to calendars. Well, these are my different calendars and I have different colors for each. Let's say I want to change a color for my calendar. Here I have different options that I can go with. But let's say you want to go with some particular color and that is not available in here. For that purpose, we have a website that says colorhunt.co. Just go to that website or you can go to any other website with colors. The only thing that you need is the hexa value of any particular color. Let's say I want to go with this one. From here, just copy this hexa value. I'll just copy this one. And now I'll go back to my Google Calendar and just click on this plus icon. From here, just delete this hexa value and paste the one that you had just copied. And here you can see it has taken the color on its own. After that, just click on save and new color will be applied onto your Google Calendar as you can see in here. Number 6, import calendars. Well, now in Google Calendar, you can import different calendars that are downloaded in your machine. For that purpose, just click on this plus sign and from here click on import. From here, click on select file from your computer. From here, go to the directory where you have your downloaded calendars. Here I have different calendars as you can see in here. So just select the one that you want to import and you are done with this. So as we have imported different calendars, we can export some as well. These are my calendars. First one is Mohammad Zubair, then I have my birthdays, then I have my office. While in case if you want to export these calendars, just click on this export button, and these calendars with all the events, tasks, and every information will be exported to your local machine. Number 7. Join multiple calendars. Well, as you can see, I have only selected first calendar and have the information related to that. What if you want to see information from another calendar, but you want to see all the information in here in one window from two calendars consecutively? For that purpose, just select the calendar. For example, I want to see my birthday calendar as well. So I'll just check this one and I will have the information from here as well. As you can see, now I have a birthday information from my calendar as well. And this birthday information was available only in birthdays calendar. Now I'll check my office calendar and I will have the information from my office as well in here. As you can see, I have different meetings appeared onto my calendar. So this is how you can join multiple calendars. Number 8. Change honor of event. Well, let's say you created an event, but somehow you have declined that event, but you want your event to go on. For that purpose, you want someone else to take the ownership of that particular event. For that purpose, just open your event and from here click on these three dot icons that says options, and here it says change honor. If you just click on this option, it will allow you to change your honor and make someone else as the owner of that particular event. So write the email address and that person will be notified with an email with the invitation of being owner of this particular event. So this is how you can change the honor of a particular event, and you can have your customized message with that invitation as well. I'll just get out of this and now let's move on to the next one. Number 9. Birthday notifications. Well, as you can see, I have a notification of a birthday in my Google Calendar, but how it is here as I have not added it in here. For that purpose, you have to open your Google Contacts. This is my Google Contacts and here I have different contacts in here. Let's open any contact in here and go to edit, scroll down and click on show more options. And here you will have an option that says birthday. So now I will add the month. Let's add March, then date, let's add 31st and then the year. After that, just click on save. And now we have successfully added the birthday of this particular person. Now I'll head back to my Google Calendar. As you can see here, we have a birthday event on its own into our Google Calendar, even though we added a birth date onto our Google Contacts. So this is how different applications of Google work with Google Calendar. Number 10. Button for Google Calendar. Well, it's an extension of a browser. Here it is. This is the extension I'm talking about. I'll just add this one into my Chrome and then I'll show you that how it looks like and how it works. So after adding this Google Calendar extension, just authorize this extension so that it can connect with your Google Calendar. And with this extension, you can have all the information in your this extension and you will not have to open your Google Calendar anymore, as it will have all the notification about upcoming events, tasks and many other information. As you can see here, it says on Friday, April 1, we have a birthday. Then on Saturday, April 2, we have a team lunch. And if you scroll down, you will have all the other information. If I just get out of this, here it shows me the number of days for the next event. And if you go to the settings of your this extension, you can do different things. Like here it says show time remaining until the next event. It will show you the time onto your extension. Then it says include all day events when computing the time until the next event. So this is how you can have different settings for this extension, and this will also allows you to have different calendars included into this extension. So this is how you can add an extension for your Google Calendar in your Chrome browser. Number 11. Restore deleted event or task. Well, let's say you created some of the events or tasks. Let's say as I had created this event and I have just deleted this from here. And here it asks if we want to send cancellation emails to Google Calendar guest. Yes, I want to let them know that I have just deleted this event. So I'll just click on send and now this event has been deleted. What if you want to retrieve that event? For that, just click on this settings gear and go to your trash. From there, you will be able to access that event as it says here, office dinner, and you can retrieve it. Number 12. Default reminder time. Well, I'll open the settings of my Google Calendar and from here I'll go to my event settings. Here it is. Here it says default duration. It means how much time before you want to get a notification. So I'll just go with 15 minutes. So 15 minutes before the event, I will have a notification, or you can say I will have a reminder. That was all about it, and let's move ahead. Number 13, modify event settings. Well, first of all, go to the general section of your settings and then go to your event settings. After that, go to invite others. Here it is, as it says, default guest permissions. Just click on this drop down arrow, and from here, if you go with modify event, it means anyone that will be invited by your events or tasks will be able to access and edit these events. Let's say you want to invite someone with privileges to change event details, event timings, and number of guests and people who will be coming to that particular event. For such type of privileges, you have to go with default guest permissions, and in that list, you have to go with modify events. If you just uncheck this option, and now those people who will be invited by your events or tasks will not be able to modify those events. So this is how you can modify your event settings in your Google Calendar. I will just get out of my settings, and if I create any event in here, even from here I can grant those permissions. For example, here it allows us to give that permission. So basically you have two ways to grant such permissions. I will just get out of this. Number 14, display multiple time zones. Well, let's say you want to see multiple time zones onto your Google Calendar. For that purpose, you have to go to your settings again and then go to your general, and in general, go to your world clock. From here, make sure to select this option that says show world clock, and after that you can have different time zones. You can select as many as per your liking. I'll select just a random one and I'm good to go with this option. And now if I just get out of my settings in here I cannot see any time zone. For that purpose, I have to change the view mode of my calendar. I have to go to my day mode. I will just go with my day mode in here, and here you can see I have been able to see dual time zone onto my Google Calendar. This is how it works. Number 15, create hidden events. Well, let's say you want to create an event onto your Google Calendar, but you want to keep it private and you do not want to share it with anyone else, as you only want to get reminded from your Google Calendar and you are doing this for your ease. For that purpose, just click anywhere or on any date on which you want to create that event. I'll go with 12th of April, and from here, if you see at the end here it says free default visibility, do not notify. If you just click on this option, from here it says default visibility. If you just click on this drop down arrow, you can make this event as a private one, and now no one will be able to see this event unless and until it is you. And from here you can do different other things in here as well. This is the calendar. It means in which calendar you want to create this event. I want to go with the first one. Then you can have a particular color for this event, and if you want to go with free or busy option, you can do so as well, and you can have notification from this event as well. And that was all about those 15 Google Calendars tips and tricks that will surely boost up your productivity. I'm sure now you must have learned a lot of new things. If that is the case, please leave a like, subscribe, and press the bell icon. We'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care.